Right? He's cut my taxes by 1%. Thanks, Rishi. At the same time, he's raised national insurance by 2.5%, which I don't pay and which Rishi doesn't pay, at least on his income from his wealth, because we get our money from our wealth. So he's cutting taxes on the super rich and raising taxes on working people. You know, it's give with one hand and take with the other. Look, there were some small tax reductions announced yesterday. We estimate that they're about a third of the tax increases that he's announced up till now. So the average family is going to be paying £1,500 more in tax than they were before Rishi Sunak came in as Chancellor. So, you know, let's not beat about the bush here. Rishi Sunak has raised taxes on ordinary working people whilst presiding over the biggest ever increase in wealth of millionaires and billionaires. So, yeah, I mean, it's political theatre, right? He gives very loudly and he takes very quietly, but he's taking more than he's giving. The only group to which he's given more than he's taken are the super rich, who've seen a 21% single year increase in wealth. So for Rishi Sunak himself, who's worth £200 million, if his wealth has increased in line with the average millionaire in this country, he will have made £42 million in the first year of COVID. And it's not just him, that's all of the super rich in the country. The average billionaire made £630 million in the first year of COVID. It's crazy. This is not a case of everybody's hurting, but the poor are hurting the most. This is a case of the poor and ordinary are hurting, and the rich have never, ever, ever made more money. So I know I keep banging on about it, but I'm going to keep banging on about it because the only way we save ordinary families, like the people listening to this now, is by getting that money back from the super rich. So we have to do something. I would encourage anybody listening to come and support me and call in for Rishi Sunak to raise taxes on the rich, the super rich, on millionaires like me, on millionaires like Rishi himself, so that we can support the ordinary hardworking families of this country instead of raising their taxes. When I was a trader, we didn't watch the statements because the statements are not about economics. The statements are about political theatre. Listen, Rishi Sunak has raised taxes significantly on ordinary working people, okay? 2.5% extra on national insurance, which is everybody's wage and excludes the incomes of the super rich, by the way. He significantly increased tax on ordinary people. He's done that quietly, and now he's giving a few pounds back very, very loudly. Listen, it's not enough. It's not nearly enough. There's not a single family in this country for whom the small handouts given yesterday will even nearly make up for the massive increase of cost of living. We're talking about thousands of pounds extra cost of living for every family in this country. And in many, many cases, in millions of cases, that will be thousands of pounds, which they simply don't have. I think it's important for people to realize we are talking about people will lose their homes over this. People will not be able to pay the rent, to pay the mortgage. People will become homeless. It's a very, very serious situation. And then, you know, if we can take it one step further, if you're taking £2,000-3,000 out of the disposable income of every family, well, that's their entire disposable income. So they can't go to the pub, they can't go to the cinema, they can't go on holiday, they can't go to the theatre, they can't go to restaurants. So it's going to destroy the economy of this country. Look, we made this mistake before in 2008. If you deal with a crisis in such a way that you impoverish the vast majority of people and make the rich super, super rich, all you're going to do is see a massive increase in house prices, a massive increase in stock prices, and the economy will be in a slump for 20 years. You know, I'm probably getting too passionate about it, but this is really, really serious. This is really, really serious and something has to be done.